Hello children, today our topic is physical and chemical changes. Children, already you have done in class 6 what are physical changes and what are chemical changes. We are going to revise that. What are physical changes? Physical changes, a substance undergoes changes only in the physical properties such as shape, size, color and state, and no new substance is formed. That is called what? Physical change. Example: freezing of water, melting of ice or melting of wax, tearing of paper, and boiling of water to form steam. So all these examples, they are the example of physical change. Now we are coming to chemical change. Now children, in chemical change, new substance is formed. New substance is formed. Okay. A chemical change occurs when two substances react chemically to form new substance with different chemical properties. Children, in previous lesson you have learned when acid reacts with base, it forms salt and water. So you remember that reactants are there, products are there. Reactants are different in nature and products, they are different in nature. Okay, during chemical change, the molecules of the reactant undergo changes to form molecules of the product. Thus, during a chemical reaction, substances undergo chemical transformation to form new substances. Now children, I am going to tell you some example. First is rusting of iron of chemical change. Rusting of iron, all you know, rust you have seen, it takes place. And what things are important for rusting of iron? Three things are important. First, iron metal. Second is air. Air contains oxygen. And third is moisture, that is water. Okay. So when these three things are there, rusting takes place. This is the symbol of iron. Okay, children, all we have noticed that iron nails or iron objects like iron gate covered with reddish brown substance, what is called that? Rust. Okay, it's a white brownish powdery substance, and the chemical formula of rust is iron oxide. When these three things they react, they form iron oxide. Fe2O3 and molecules of water. Okay, and we are going to balance this. This is 4Fe and 3O. Okay, this is the balanced equation. Rusting occurs in the presence of both oxygen and water. The more humid the air, faster the rusting occurs. That is why in rainy season we find rusting takes place more. Now children, how can we prevent it? We know that these three things are there for rusting. So we are protecting iron from rusting. If we remove any one of the thing, then what will happen? Rust will not take place. Okay. So rusting can be prevented by not allowing the iron to come in contact with moisture and air. The simplest method is to coat the iron with oil, grease or paint. If we cover iron, say any object is there, we cover it with iron, grease or paint, we are going to protect the metal. Okay. The process, one more thing, we can cover it with the zinc also, zinc coating, and the process of depositing a layer of zinc on iron is called galvanization. So if we are covering iron by zinc, that process is called galvanization. Okay. Now sometimes we cover iron with chromium also to protect iron from rusting. Now children, we are going to discuss characteristics of chemical changes. Very important characteristics. One by one we will take, and children, you have knowledge of characteristics. of chemical changes. Characteristics of chemical reactions. First characteristic is evolution of gas. First is evolution of gas. This evolution of gas is also called effervescence. I am going to tell you three equation in which the gases are coming out. First, I will take the example of carbon dioxide. Okay. When calcium carbonate CaCO3 reacts with dilute sulfuric acid, okay, it forms calcium chloride CaCl2 plus water and carbon dioxide gas. And children, when we gases are coming out, we always put arrow in upward direction. Why? Because gases, they are light in nature, they always go up. And this is now a balance equation. How we are going to prove that carbon dioxide is coming out in this reaction? So I am telling you, we will take up the setup. Okay, we have taken this carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid, and the gas is coming out. When this gas passes to lime water, and this is lime water, CaOH whole twice. Here what two things are there? CaCO3, and when this gas, as we have seen, carbon dioxide is coming out, this comes out and mixed with calcium hydroxide, it makes it milky. Okay, it turns, this calcium lime water turns milky. So this proves that in this reaction carbon dioxide gas is coming out. Second reaction, children, in the last chapter you have done, this one also you have done in the last chapter. Second is like when any metal like zinc, when react with dilute sulfuric acid, it gives out zinc sulfate and evolves hydrogen gas. Now we have to prove that in this case hydrogen gas is coming out. Okay, like zinc is there, zinc crystal, and this is what sulfuric acid we have added. The gas which is coming out, how we are going to prove that this is hydrogen gas? We will bring burning splinter. Okay, we will bring burning, when burning matchstick or splinter is taken near the test tube containing hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas burns itself with the pop sound. This gas will burn itself with the pop sound. Third, oxygen. Oxygen also comes out, like we are going to heat sodium nitrate, NaNO3. Okay, NaNO3 we are going to heat it. NaNO3 is going to convert it due to heat. What will happen? It will convert into sodium nitrite, NaNO2. This is sodium nitrite, and oxygen gas will come out. In this case, okay, this is balanced equation. When sodium nitrate is heated strongly, oxygen gas is given off. The presence of oxygen gas can be proved by bringing glowing splinter near it. The splint bursts into flame, means oxygen supports burning. So first characteristic is evolution of gas. Now we are going to discuss second characteristic, that is change of color. Change of color. Children, sometime during reaction, some the reactants have different color and when the product is formed, that is having different color. So one of the product, okay. So one of the product formed during a chemical reaction may have different color than that of the reactant. In such a case, change of color accompanies the chemical reaction. Okay, when green colored copper carbonate CuCO3, what is the color of copper carbonate? Green. Is heated strongly. It forms black color copper oxide. Okay, it forms black color. Now this copper oxide, the color is black. Okay, and carbon dioxide comes out. Second, I am going to tell you that lead nitrate, PbNO3, so twice. When this is heated, it forms lead oxide, PbO. Okay, and nitrogen dioxide. It forms nitrogen dioxide plus oxygen gas. We are going to balance it. It is 2 Pb and 2 PbO plus 4 NO2. Yes. So in this case, this is white in color. Lead nitrate is white in color. When it is heated strongly, yellow color. Okay, yellow color lead monoxide is formed. This is what is the color? Yellow. And brown color nitrogen dioxide gases. A reddish brown gas, nitrogen dioxide, is also given off. Okay, so in these reaction, because of color, we come to know the reaction is taking place. Now third one we are going to discuss after change of color, formation of precipitate. Formation of precipitate, and in short we also call it PPT. Okay. When two chemicals in solution form react and an insoluble substance is formed, is settled down as precipitate. The formation of precipitate in chemical reaction is shown by an arrow like downward, because it is powdered heavy and it settles down at the bottom. That is why arrow is pointing downward. Now example, when an aqueous solution of iron chloride, aqueous solution means dissolved in water. Okay, aqueous solution of this is iron chloride is mixed with ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide, it will give iron hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. Now we are going to balance it. 3 is here 3 will come, and this side also 3. Okay, and this is balanced because this is PPT. That is why we are going to put downward arrow. Okay. When an aqueous solution of iron chloride is mixed with ammonium hydroxide, a brown precipitate of iron hydroxide is formed. This is brown in color. Second example, when copper sulfate. Okay. When copper sulfate is reacted with copper sulfate, in copper sulfate, when we pass hydrogen sulfide gas. Okay, when hydrogen sulfide gas is passed into the blue solution of copper sulfate, this is blue in color, children. Okay, a black precipitate of copper sulfide is formed. After reaction, CuS, copper sulfide, is formed. This is black in color. Black PPT is formed. It settled down, and sulfuric acid is formed. Okay, so this is what change in color. Now next we are going to discuss change in energy. Change in color, sorry, this is PPT. Now next is what? Fourth one, change in energy. In some reaction, energy is required and in some reaction, energy is released. Like children, if you remember in neutralization reaction, you know acid, when acid reacts with base, it gives salt water and heat is released. But in some cases, previously we have discussed some cases in which heat is required. Okay, so in which the heat is given off, we call such reaction exothermic reaction. So neutralization reaction is exothermic reaction. Okay, in which heat is evolved, heat is given off. Okay, so what we do, release of heat is shown by plus sign of heat. Now all burning reaction, like when we burn coal, when we burn LPG, in all these like fuels, when they burn, they release heat. Okay, so we are taking example of coal, carbon. When coal or carbon is burned in the presence of oxygen, it gives out carbon dioxide, and this is gas, it goes up and it releases heat. So यहाँ पे we are going to write plus heat. Okay, not capital H on this. Okay, and the second, when water is added to quicklime, this experiment you can do in home. You like buy quicklime from the shop. The formula is of quicklime is this, and then you are going to add water. You be careful, you do this experiment in front of your parents or with the help of your parents you do. Okay, heat is evolved and the water become very hot, so better you don't do. Okay, slaked lime, this is formed. Quicklime is taken and slaked lime is formed with large amount of heat. So we write where the heat is evolved in exothermic reaction, we write plus heat. Other kind of reaction is endothermic. Endo means to take. In some reaction, heat is taken for the reaction. Such reactions are called endothermic reactions. Example. When we take when during the reaction when we heat it, so we are going to write there minus heat. Reaction accompanied with absorption of heat are called endothermic reaction. Absorption of heat is shown by minus heat, writing minus heat on the right hand side or plus heat on the left hand side. When carbon and sulfur are heated, it forms carbon sulfide disulfide. Okay, so when they are heated, means we have given heat. What we can write here, like heat is taken, minus heat this side or plus heat, we can write this side. Okay. Our second example, when nitrogen and oxygen are heated to a high temperature, they react to form nitric oxide. Heat is absorbed in the reaction. Like lightning when take place, nitrogen react with oxygen. What? Nitrogen react with oxygen. It forms nitric oxide. And in this heat is, for this reaction heat is taken. Now last characteristic we are going to discuss, that is change of state. Change of state. In some chemical reaction, there is change in physical state of the reactant and the product. To show the change of state for solid, we write small s for liquid, small l for gas, small g. And for aqueous solution, AQ. Now children, see the example. When an electric current is passed through water in which a little sulfuric acid has been added, it gives hydrogen and oxygen gases. Water is liquid, but hydrogen and oxygen are gases. Like this, H2O. This is what? Liquid. L I have written here. When electric current is passed, what happened? This is dissociated and give out hydrogen gas. This is gas, and oxygen gas. This is gas. I have written G. Now balance it. When hydrogen burns in oxygen, water is formed. Second case, just you see. When hydrogen is burned, hydrogen burns. Hydrogen is a gas. When it burns in the presence of oxygen, this is also gas. What is formed? Water is formed. This is liquid. So in some reaction, change of state takes place. We are seeing the liquid turn into gases. Here gases turn into, both the gases they turn into liquid. So that's all, children.